I noticed I'm down to about 75, maybe 60, 75% on my GoPro here, and I'm trying to remember how long the battery lasts in the GoPro. I think it's like 25, 30 minutes. So that's fine. I just wanted to go for a little bit of a walk. And the good news is that by default, my phone keeps track of how many steps I take, how many moves I make. So that'll be neat to figure out how far I've gone and so far, and then track it on. I want to get a map of the local area. My mom, here's how awesome my mom is. So what she does is she gets out a world map, as well as, I need to get her a map of just Thailand, but she takes out a world map whenever I'm traveling, and she puts it on the dining room table, and then whenever I check in from, she puts something on it. Maybe she makes a mark or a pin or something like that and follows me around. And then she goes down to the library and gets books about where I am, and then reads them. And then she has intelligent discussions with me about it. Although, to be fair, without reading books, my mom can still have intelligent conversations about where I'm at. My parents are brilliant, actually. I think because of that, that's one of the reasons my mom has such a positive outlook on life, is that she's had enough education where she realizes, I'm fine. Everything's going to be okay. All I have is evidence that I've gathered about the fact that I'm going to be okay. I'll tell you to do that. I'll tell you know what the other thing is. This is a amazing contrast between this and pt.3. Or any other crazy tourist spot, I suppose, right? So 3 girls on a motorbike going to school. See, they wave. It's probably because of my immense jawline. Yeah, so even the dogs laugh at me and go, yeah, dude, focus. It's funny, I remember when I was going to elementary school, actually, where I grew up, we weren't very interracial, we weren't very mixed. It was pretty much Caucasians just to the south of Boston, not South Boston, but to the south of Boston. So a lot of people were Irish and Italian and Canadian. My family's Canadian. To the point where, if you saw some black guy, for example, or Mexican guy, walking to school on your way to school, that's what you would talk about when you got to school. Oh my God, I saw this Mexican guy walking on the street. It was so cool, I waved, he smiled, it was nice. So I can't help but wonder if that is at least 5 to 10 seconds of their conversation once they get to school this morning. Probably not, because they probably would have taken a picture. So I don't think I'm that much of a novelty that I think I might be. But probably the fact that I don't speak any Thai is more of a disappointment. It's certainly a disappointment to me. But what am I doing about it, right? Now I'm curious on my way back if these dogs are like, oh yeah, that's that guy that walked by last time. Or whether they're still going to find me entertaining. Woof. Yep. How you doing? Shooby-doo. Benji. So, I gotta figure out what these farm trucks are called. Maybe they're just called farm trucks in Thai. But I don't know, I want to figure out what they are exactly. Now there's a part of me that sees this like trash along the road, especially the returnables. And I'm like, man, I should like come by here and pick this stuff up. However, I have a feeling that would not look too good in the eyes of the neighbors as far as Mali's white boyfriend walking around picking up trash. So, I'll pass on that, amidst my desire to make things look better. Man, I really... See, in my mind, I look at these houses and I'm like, okay, dude, for like $3,000, you could really fix this thing up and it would look epic. Oh, that's a little market. Saudi krab? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so they have like Diet Coke and soda and everything. That's cool. I wish I even knew how to ask them what hours they were open, but I don't know how to do that. So I could do the basics of it in Spanish, but unfortunately my Thai is just such that I don't know how to do that. Saudi krab? Hello. That's my fountain buddy. And, oh, they've turned it off. Although that looks pretty awesome, actually. I got to take a picture of that and find out how much that is. I think I'm going to assume he either just bought that or he's selling those things. So, and then it looks like there's food here in the morning, but I bet you I think they sold it to like kids going to school or something like that. So here's another funny thing too, right? So you're in the middle of quote unquote nowhere, and the billboards they put up are, hey dude, for only 590 baht, you can get 10 megabytes of data, megabits of data. On 3BB broadband. Now 3BB broadband is traditionally the Wi-Fi service that's offered locally. So, I don't see any antenna everywhere I've looked. But I'm going to look at that and find out if I can get broadband here.